Very good morning, Seema ma'am, for the first day of the November.
Yeah, so this is the first day for
Yeah, good
you.
morning.
No, first day. I said, ma'am, first day of the November.
At the
This
first
is
day
my
of the
second.
November. Okay, thank you so much. So sweet of you. Good. Did you attend the post class also, Jitendra?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 4th of October, I have attended.
Okay, so you're regular. Huh?
Madam, you are now host. So you can share your PPT now.
I am the host right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the host is Miss Seema Sinha, and she will be taking first class of today's morning. So in between, I think.
It's okay. You all can see the screen.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is coming.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
I think now hand it over to you.
Okay. So whomsoever had joined right now, the participants, so 15 participants are there right now. So all of them. How many are from Noida chapter?
Myself, Rupesh.
Ma'am, Sonakshi.
Yes, Sonakshi. You are also from the Noida chapter?
Yes, ma'am.
You should just tell me the chapter name, in fact, actually, quickly, so that I'll be starting then. Let me.
Ma'am, Priyanka Chauhan, Noida chapter.
Your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, Sonakshi from Noida chapter.
Okay. Okay,
Rupesh.
Sonakshi. Yeah.
Rupesh from
Ma'am,
Noida chapter.
Anupama from Noida chapter.
Okay.
Ma'am, Priyanka from Noida chapter.
Okay.
Ma'am, Jiten
from Noida chapter.
Ma'am, Prerna from Noida chapter.
Acha, the Noida chapter the strength is totally today, huh? Because you people were so much worried. So I'm responsible for you people. So that's why I have wanted. We chased Burma ji also chased so number of times to you people. Why you were not replying this time actually? Because these classes are actually we are organizing for you people for the benefits of you people. So whenever we are putting the message, actually, this is the humble request from you all that you should reply at least. Yes or no, whatever is your reply should come in the group. Okay. So I'll start the class today. Okay. So this is you know my paper name, Training Business Strategy and the HRD. The first class I did, it was the overview of the training. And who can tell me what I did in the last class? Hello. Who can tell me?
Ma'am, in last class, you talk about the overview of training, that what is the purpose of having training in any organization. Therein, you talk about that training is basically bridging the gap between what is existing skills the person has, that is KSA, and what are the required actually KSA. So this was about that bridging the gap. So that was it. And then you also talk about what are the objectives of training and development. So that was, so therein you talk about many points like efficiency, improving the quality of a person. So these were some of the things that you discussed in the first class. That was basically the overview of the thing.
Okay.
Also the role of T&D and benefits of training, methods.
Even
we have
methods.
broadly discussed. Methods we have broadly discussed.
Yes. So
Yes, ma'am. The difference between training and development was always also described there.
Even challenges and these are all discussed.
Yeah. So now very good morning. I think you all nobody is sleeping. Huh? So that's you all remember what we taught. So majorly was the overview of the training and the opportunity and challenges of the training in emerging business scenario. These were the major topic. So to any query from that, or otherwise I'll be starting today's topic.
Yeah, I can start.
Please.
Okay. So today's session 2. So today we'll be doing the organizational strategy. You can see it out the topic. is the what is the organizational strategy, why organizational strategy, features, major components, level of organizational strategy, process planning, example, and the various model, and what is the relationship of organizational strategy with the HR strategy. So first, I'll be coming to what is organizational strategy. Okay, so who can tell me first, before landing to the organizational strategy, who can tell me what do we mean by strategy? Anybody can tell me what is the meaning of a strategy? This is a simple word in general. Sports people also strategize their games, whether it's a team game, cricket, football, or it's a badminton. So sports people are also making their strategies. So what is the meaning of the strategy?
So strategy means basically the plan of action that what are we going to achieve and how we going to achieve. So basically this is something wherein in long run, what is it that we want to achieve? So basically we can say this is something plan of action, we can say planning and then executing that in the proper way, strategy.
Anybody else?
It's a kind of action plan to achieve some goal. It's a strategies. It's a mix of people. It's a kind of action plan to achieve a goal, either mission, either objective, whatever it is.
So you're coming in very terminology, organization. Simple, who can tell me as a layman? Who can tell me the layman as a layman what is this?
It's an action
Ma'am, we can
achieving long-term goal.
Yeah, long-term goal. Very definitely, it's a long-term goal. Because in terms of organizational strategy, when we are talking about, yeah, anybody else was telling? Somebody else? I heard. No one. Okay, then I'll be starting explaining you. Strategy is the simple as a layman. What is the meaning of the strategy? Actually, the game plan to win, winning game plan. Okay. When we come to the organizational strategy, so it is the simple, in the simple language, it is the game plan of organization to succeed in business, as you can see right now on the screen. So it is a roadmap for the organization. What is organizational strategy in the very simplified language? You need to understand it out. It's a roadmap for the organization from vision to goal, goal to plans, plans to action, and action to success. Getting it out as a simple language, what I said, it is a top management game plan to succeed in business. Clear? When I'll be coming to the definition part of it, in fact. So what is it? In fact, it's a organizational strategy is a dynamic long-term plan that maps the route towards the relationship of companies, goal and vision. Okay, as you can see this picture, in fact. So I'll be coming to the definition, you can see it out. It is the set of managerial decisions and actions that determine the long-run performance of a corporate or the organization. What does it include? It includes environmental scanning, strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and strategy evaluation and control. As a whole, it is known as strategic planning. So never get confused when the question, because this is a very important topic I'm starting today, in fact, because so many questions are asked from this organization strategy, the process of a strategy, the level of a strategy, then the link of a strategy with the organization strategy, with the HR strategy, or with the training strategy. So many questions are coming out of this topic. Actually, it's one of the most important topic which I'm covering today. So as a whole, what I said, as a whole, it is known as strategic planning because it includes total environmental scanning, which is called assessment, where the organization is right now and where they want to be. So it's a scanning is required, assessment of the organization is required. Then we are formulating the strategy, then implementation. These are the process. So I'll be explaining you in the detail into the process part also. Evaluation and then control. Okay, अब देखिए strategic planning takes at least an year's time to complete and requires involvement from all levels of people in the organization. Are you getting it out? Strategic planning takes at least an year's time to complete and requires involvement from all levels of the organizations. Admitting the people are coming. Okay, so it is used to get from where the company is now and where they want to be. Okay, so it is why the organization strategic planning is made and what is the uses of it. So it is used to get from where the company is right now and for where they want to be. Top management, actually, what does it is? Similarly, you can, very simple language, you need to understand the top management creates the larger organizational strategy, while middle level of and the lower level of management adopts the goals and plans to fulfill the overall strategy step by step. And these steps we'll be discussing in the process part actually. Organizational strategy focuses on integrating the management, marketing, finance, accounting, production, operations, research, development, and computer information system to achieve the organizational success. That means it is the combinations of all the functional what departments, all the functional departments are included under this. अब देखिए क्या होता है कि at its most basic, when you try to understand the organizational strategy, it is a plan that specifies how your business will be allocating the resources. What do we mean by the allocating the resources actually? Which resources I'm talking about in terms of organizations? Who can tell me?
Resources.
Ma'am, it could be human resource, technologies, everything that comes in place, all the resources that is required to run a business.
How many resources in bigger canvas? Who can tell me how many resources the company or
There are four, actually 4M, which we call man, machine, material.
Yes, 4M is what? This is the 3M.
Manpower.
So
Man,
material.
material.
Men is what?
Manpower, employees.
Exactly.
Employees.
Money.
That includes.
So that's on 3M. The major resources are the 3M because we used to, in the terms of business actually language, we used to tell you the 3 capital: physical capital, financial capital, and human capital. Physical capital, so what does it call? Physical capital, all the plant, technology,
Machines and money.
equipments, gadgets, all physical resources are the physical capital of the company. Financial capital, when we talk about, then we will talk about the cash and the cash reserves. Human capital, employees. So this is the organizational strategy, is the plan that specifies how the business will be allocating these resources to support the infrastructure, production, marketing, and the different business activities of the organizations. So this is the meaning of the, anybody is asking something? So are you understanding what is organizational strategy? Everybody is clear? The organizational strategy, what is it? It is the set of the managerial decisions and tactical course of action that determines long-term performance of the organizations. It is the dynamic process, long-term process, which is maps the routes for realizations of the goals and plans of the organization for achieving the vision of the organizations. What are these components we'll be discussing further in detail. Okay, so should I move it out? It is clear?
Yeah.
Everyone, anybody want to ask something? Okay, then I'm moving. So now we'll be talking out why organizational strategy is needed. Okay, when we talk about the need of the organizational strategy, why organizational strategy is needed actually, every organizations, whether not only we are talking about the big business houses actually, whether they are big or small, every organizations, whether the startup company like a coffee shop or the catering businesses even needs to plan strategically if they want to grow and thrive in the market. Getting it out? So organizational strategy is not only needed by the big organization, it is needed by any small or startup companies who want to thrive and grow in the market, who want to succeed in the business. They need to plan, because why it is said that if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Understanding it out, Who can understand the meaning of it? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. This is significant. Getting it out, understanding the meaning to why organizational strategy is needed.
Yes, ma'am.
Because if any organization who want to succeed in the market, who want to succeed in the business, in fact, actually they need to strategically plan themselves actually. Okay, so people are coming in on getting admit all. Just a minute. So why it is needed? In fact, actually, you need to understand it, because organizational strategy, when we are planning for the organization strategy, everything we are bringing in black and white. Everything is bringing in black and white. So it sets the direction and priority for your business. How come it is setting the directions? In fact, actually, because when we are writing the vision statement, the vision statement of the business aspirations, actually, it gives the direction to the business. In fact, so organizational strategy first need just to give the direction. Otherwise, the organizations will be blank how to move it. So that's why organizational strategy, because it's providing a roadmap to the organizations. So it sets the directions. It prioritizes the businesses important actually. It's a prioritization. To understand the prioritizations, it forces the organization to make the choices on what they will be and what they want to do and what they do not want to do. They should be having the clarity of that. Second, it gives business consistency. Everything is in black and white actually, so it gives consistency because the organizations are coming to know okay, what are the, because the SWOT analysis is done in the first step of the process of the organization strategy. SWOT analysis give the clear picture to where what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses actually. So they are taking out the, while formulating the strategy, they are taking out those weaknesses of them. Who is talking this? Who is this girl? Female? Please be little disciplined actually, because I'm not muting all, because I would like to have the interactive sessions. So you people need to be self-disciplined. Some female voice I'm listening every time she's talking. At least mute yourself. Okay. So third need, why it is needed, it improves long run performance of the organization. That we have already discussed it out. It helps you in improving the long run performance of the organizations. Okay. Fourth important, it aligns teams and determines departments in a common goal. What is happening actually? It pulls the organizational strategy. When it is formatted, it pulls the entire organization together around a single game plan for the execution. So it aligns the teams and department to work towards the same goal, towards the one goal actually. It clarifies and simplifies the decision making. Clarifies and simplifies the decision making. How come it is possible? In fact, because everybody's whatever they, because I'll be the level of a strategy when I'll be discussing, then you'll be coming to know the organization strategy is at 3 level it is formulated. So everybody is having the clarity actually. When there is a clarity, when you are having the, in the organization also we are developing the job profile to give the clarity to the employees to what they need to do from the day one in fact. So KRA is developed. So they should not be, employees should not be blank actually from the beginning. What because by making the nature of the nature of profile, by developing the KRAs, by developing the KPA, what we are doing, we are providing the direction to the employees in the organization. So similar way, the organization also needs to have the direction for themselves in fact. And that's why the organizational strategy is actually formulated. Getting it out? So it simplifies the decision making for the organization. They are having the clear roadmap, how to move from the vision to goal, goal to plan to action, and action to success actually. So it is helping in taking the decision making, actually strong decision making. Okay. It improves understanding of rapid change environment. Rapid change environment. How come it is possible? Because in the, as I told you, the formulation, when we are formulating the strategy, then we are doing the SWOT analysis, which is giving you the environment. It includes environmental scanning. So this way, it is giving you the idea of all the internal as well as the external environment of the organizations. So what going on inside of the organization, what is opportunity and the threats are available outside the organization. So this way, it improves the understanding of the rapidly changing environment. So this is why organization strategy is needed. So I have clarified you. Anybody want to ask something into this? Is it clear? Why strategic planning is required, is needed? These are the basic thing. You should have the clarity, basic clarity of the topic, and then only we'll be moving to the major topics. Anybody want to ask something in this? So should I move?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, you can move.
Okay.
Clear.
So now we'll be talking about the features of organizational strategy. So what should be the features of the organizational strategy? Getting it out? So there are 4 key features of the organizational strategy. So when we're talking about the organizational strategy or the strategic planning, as we have discussed, it is a long-term goal. And the goal should be, who can tell me? Goal should be?
Smart.
Those should be the features of the organizational strategy as well. SMART, who can tell me the acronym? It's in front of you. S for specific.
Specific.
M for
Measurable.
Measurable.
R for
Attainable.
R for
Realistic. Realistic.
and
Achievable.
then A for achievable, and then
Achievable.
T for time bound.
Time bound.
So
Time
similar way, the organizational strategy, the organization goal should also be SMART. The first key features of the organizational strategy should be, it should be realistic.
Realistic.
What do we, this is the first and foremost requirement of the strategy. It should be realistic. Organizational strategy should be first and foremost should be realistic. What does it mean? For example, I'll be telling you, okay, if your annual profit supposedly is at 10 lakhs per annum right now, this year, and if you are setting the goal to make the 1 crore next year, is it a realistic goal?
No, ma'am.
No.
So exactly. Understanding, did it sound it so good? 1 crore, 10 crores, and we are talking in millions. So is it? It's not. That's why the first features, the first and foremost features, the organizational strategy needs to. It should be the realistic. Actually, it should be setting the goal, realistic goal. Then only it will be achievable. If they are setting the unrealistic goal, it will not be achievable actually. So first features, as I told you, this is realistic. Second is it should be measurable. What do you mean by the measurable actually? The organizational strategy, who can tell me what do we mean by the measurable? Somebody can explain me? Who are HR people are setting the goals in the MBO system also. There's a focus on setting the SMART goal. What do you mean by the measurable? Who can tell me?
If we can quantify anything that can be may be called as a measurable.
Very rightly said.
Quantify.
Organization strategy they should be measurable, saying that they simply, if the organization is saying that they want to get better, is it what goal is this? They want to be
This
best.
is not measurable. This is just a subjective thing to say better. So measurable is there any unit to actually measure and compare that, how we performed in the last years and how we did this time. So there has to be a unit that makes it standard to be compared and claimed.
So what I said is we are becoming better.
Ma'am, it can be not only quantified but also qualified. Like the quality of the work should be improved.
No, that's what I'm saying. Measurable doesn't mean that's what I'm saying.
The only
But
quantity cannot be
qualitative
justify
goal.
that. Both should be there.
Getting it out. Qualitative goal is okay in fact actually, but measuring, if you are not able to measure it out, how you will be quantify? Quantifying is very much important actually. How much you are getting better, how you'll come to know. Only saying will not do in the business. Saying will not do in the business actually. Saying it's good, that it's fine, that we want to get better, it's a qualitative goal. But you need to come up with some way to measure it out. You need to indicate the business performances actually. See how you are getting better. And that is the reason actually the indicators to monitor the success of the business are developed in the company. Getting
So
it?
that's why, ma'am, that's why employees have a KPI and a KRI to measure the goal, whatever the goals and company goal and vision. So how hierarchy wise employees has given the KR and KPI so that they can measure and monitor that ki, how come we achieve and where we are.
Achha, what is the difference actually? Because KRA is developed for whom?
Ma'am,
KPI
middle
is
level
more important
manager.
than KRA. That's why.
KRA is developed for whom?
Middle level manager or middle
Only?
lower level
Is
manager.
it really so?
Or maybe the clients, ma'am, that really helps in determining the SLAs, like service level agreement. That depends on the organization we are working in.
KRA is developed for the clients. Anybody else?
No, for all employees actually.
It impacts to
Exactly.
Lower
everybody.
level.
Key result areas, KPA, the new terminology. We are the traditional people. In my time, we were using the word nature of job. In writing, we were making it out. The job profile, then it is said. Then it is the terminology and KRA, key result areas. Right now, the so many multinationals use the terminology KPA, key performance areas.
KPA, key performance
Yes,
area.
key performance areas. And for that, and how they are indicating. So this is developed for the employees. When the employees are joining, actually, professional company give in writing the KRA and the KPAs. So that employees should not be blank. Actually, what they need to do from the day one, they should be having the direction. They should be having the roadmap. So by giving the KRA and KPA developing in writing, so 2 copies being HR professional, I can tell you that always we were developing the KRA and KPA in the 2 copies, 1 copy for the employee, and we are checking the receiving in the second copy, and that goes in the personal dossier of the employee actually, because the appraisal will be on the basis of the KRA and KPA for that employee. After getting it out, and how we are indicating it out, the performances after the 1 year when we are doing the appraisal of the employees, then we are indicating it by the KPIs. Now the KPI, key performance indicators, will be followed. So this is all for the employees. But right now we are talking about the business performances. We are talking about the performance of the organization. So how the organization performance is indicated? With 2 indicators or major indicators are there. Anybody can
Balance
tell?
sheet is the balance sheet is the main indicator. KPIs.
So which major, I'm asking you that in the broader canvas actually, which are the indicators? Which are the major indicators to indicate the performance of the business? Anybody knows?
Top line, bottom line, and both. I mean, business wise and profit wise.
Employee growth.
Sorry?
Employee growth also.
Employee growth comes in the bigger canvas. I was asking you.
What is the turnover and revenue? Both. I mean, that's why top line and bottom line both would be the main.
They are the 2 major indicators actually, to which we are indicating the performance of the businesses, known as lead indicator and the lag indicators. अब देखिए lag indicator, lead indicators क्या होते हैं? Lead indicators are the typically input oriented, hard to measure but easy to influence or improve. Lead indicators, what are the lead indicators? Communication effectiveness, customer relationship, customer frustration, employee satisfaction, brand image, supplier relationships, the employee competency, getting it out, employee trust, the client trust, project management. These are the lead indicators actually to indicate the business performances. What you people are telling is the lag indicators. Lag indicators, what are the lagging indicators? Are typically output oriented, easy to measure but hard to improve. Those lag indicators are in terms of revenue, in terms of revenue growth, in terms of profit. Getting it out? So business performances are indicated by the lead indicators and by the lag indicators. Measuring, what we mean by the measuring actually? We are measuring the performances of the organizations. So secondly, I'll be coming to know, so what should be the major second key feature is that it should be measurable. Understanding it out, revenue, profit, revenue growth. These all are lag indicators. In which terms we are, because balance sheet, somebody has used the word. So balance sheet means what you are coming to know. Revenue, end of the what the profit
Yeah.
the company has got it out.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
in
Yes.
comparison to the last year, getting it up. So it is in the terms of
Yes.
profit we are talking, in the terms of revenue we are talking, like in terms of revenue growth we are talking. So these are the lag indicators, but there is a lead indicators.
Sorry for interruptions. I think there was some disruption in the connectivity of Seema Sinha. I think shortly she will be coming and starting.
Hi sir, good morning. This is
class
Piyush from
again.
Lucknow.
Piyush, good morning.
Sir, ma'am वापस आ रही हैं तब तक can I ask something?
Please go ahead.
Okay, so I have a request, sir. Since long we were waiting for this updation or for this class from Noida chapter, but at the very last moment it was updated in that Google sheet,
Okay.
and we could not get this notification. So we like I'm not sure about the other participants, but I missed the first 15 minutes of class this time. So I would
So
request,
because of that,
yeah.
okay, you write your email in the chat box, and then you will be intimated earlier, because I sent the email 1 week before. Now Miss Seema Sinha is back, I think. I'll just admit her.
Sure, sir. So I'm just putting down my mail ID here there.
Right. So
Because
through mail,
for
I
this,
have intimated to people
Hello.
well in advance. Yes, madam, you are back.
Oh, sorry, yeah, exactly. It got disconnected. Networking issues coming.
No problem.
and
I
sir,
think
one more thing. Just wanted to ask how you are capturing this attendance.
capturing this attendance, I am noting down each and every one of your number, and with the mostly registration number as well, and that will be
Uh,
sent to headquarters.
okay, so we need to provide you this registration number and all.
Yeah, you don't need to provide anything to me. You just attend this class and write your email for to get the presentation and other information. As
Sure.
far as
So I
the
have,
attendance information is concerned, it goes automatically and it will be sent. Only I request to give feedback at the end of the class.
okay.
So I will send one form, Google form. I request all of you to just fill that form.
Okay, sure.
Rest
So I have
attendance part I will be doing it automatically, so you need not to worry.
okay, sir. So I have already provided you all the information regarding myself.
Absolutely fine.
Thank you, sir.
And even in WhatsApp group, I send information well in advance. Only thing updated thing, it took time, but from next time onwards, it will be 2-3 days well in advance. It will be done.
Okay, so can I have that WhatsApp group, that link or something number?
Yes, I think you just write your phone number and you will be connected.
So I have also shared, I'm from Jaipur chapter, Subidhi Jain. I have shared my email ID and I'll be also putting down my.
Right, I noted down. Now, Madam
Okay.
is back. I think.
Yeah, we should.
Give me
Madam,
also.
are you getting? It's okay.
Yeah. Give me host.
So you can continue, I think.
No, it's coming a host. You have to give me the host.
Okay. Now changing you to host again, and then you can share your presentation. It's done. Now you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Coming back. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. So we were on the third key features of the organizational strategy. So I was asking you, it's third key features is the specific. It should be as specific as it should be possible. What is the meaning of the specific? I was asking. Who can tell me? What is the meaning of the specific? Anybody can tell me?
One specific is the criteria against which we measure the progress.
You tell me. That's why I'm asking. So what do you mean by the specific? If
Ma'am,
organization is saying, I'm giving you the another way I'm putting it out. We industry, the company is saying that we want to be the best in the industry. Is it a specific?
No, ma'am, it's not a specific criteria.
And what should be it?
Specific criteria should have.
One request, please. Just a minute. Seema madam, you can switch off your video, and then I think your audio, because your internet is poor, most probably.
Okay.
So with video off, you will be able to communicate very easily with the students. So you can switch off your video and communicate with audio.
करती हूँ तुम आजकल मेरे साथ डबल करके लिए डबल करके उतना भी ठंडा नहीं डबल करके लेने टाइप का तुम आजकल बहुत ज्यादा ठंडा वैसा करने लगे मेरे साथ लो
Please unmute your.
And please switch off your other devices.
लो जल्दी खोलो
Prerna ma'am,
And sir, as you guys are the host, you can actually mute everybody. So I think somebody forgets to do it.
Will it be better actually?
Yeah, and anybody who wants to speak, they can raise their hand, and then you can unmute
that
them.
I know, in fact, but I really did not wanted to go for it, and that is the problem in fact, because I really enjoy interacting with you.
Details of what's happening behind the
Only
screen.
one female, I can see it out. What's her name? I don't know. So I request, can you tell me the name? I'll request that female actually to be, please. What is happening?
Sorry, ma'am. This time it was me, but I will make sure this doesn't happen again.
Yeah, please. What's your name, dear? What's your name? Should I go for the slideshow?
Yeah, absolutely, ma'am.
Let me continue. So just a moment, because I don't know what is happening. This internet is so much problem.
Madam, I think you switch off your video and then connect with audio only, and your presentation will come.
Okay.
Because of video, the internet is getting overloaded most.
Okay. So I have stopped now. Okay.
Now share the presentation, share the screen.
Okay.
Correct. Now slideshow.
Just a moment. It's okay now?
Absolutely fine, I think.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. So specific. we were talking about the specific. It should be specific. I'll be moving fast now because the time has been lost so much. So it should be, if we are saying, the industry is saying that we want to be the best in the industry, it's again qualitative. It's not quantitative. It's not a specific. By saying that we want to help 50, we want to hold 51% market share amongst all our direct competitors. That's a specific measurable goal which can be worked towards. Getting it out? What is the meaning of a specific? Again, they need to quantify it. We want to hold 51% of the market share amongst all the direct competitors. That is specific and that can be measurable actually because it has been quantified. So this is the meaning of a specific. Organization strategy should be specific. Then the fourth key features we are coming is the time bound. It should be limited. Time bounding is what we should not, organization strategy should not be open-ended. It need to have the deadlines. It need to have deadlines. Getting it out? Because these deadlines dictates that you do what you do, how quickly you need to do it, and by when you do it out. So deadlines gives you the directions actually. This because in the employees also we are giving the targets, monthly targets, quarterly target, the annual target. Why these targets are given? We are bounding it by time, the targets. Why? Who can tell me why? Why the targets are time bound?
Ma'am, to measure the productivity of that, there should be a time bound to achieve any target. There's always, it should be measurable for understanding that.
Anybody else can tell me?
It must not be open-ended because we have to achieve something in the limited period.
Why the company? Why we need to bound it out?
Because in the organizations, a function of one is definitely linked to the function of other. So if one is being delayed, then whole process has been delayed, and we don't know how it works in an organization, like in a specific organization. So all the activities are given particular time, like in a day you need to complete this data entries so that the data is being processed.
So this is imposed by the company on the employees, huh? You have to achieve it monthly, you'll have to achieve it quarterly, you have to achieve it half-yearly or annually. That's what I'm saying. It could be a bounding it out because it is a human tendency, you know. When we are not bounding it, time bounding, then nobody achieves anything. If you are not giving the monthly target, then they will not achieve it in years time even. This is the human tendency actually. So make the employee productive, as you said, make the employee accountable. There is a time limit. So in organizational strategy also, when we're talking about the fourth important key feature, it should not be open-ended, it should be limited. There should be the time bound. We need to put the deadlines which is because these deadlines dictates what you need to do, how quickly you need to do, by when you need to finish it out. So most of the business gives themselves 3 to 5 years. Again, be specific. Not 10 years or 8 years, because it becomes big actually as long as with time bonding we'll be doing it out. So most of the businesses give themselves 3 to 5 years to reach their goals. Getting it out? Understanding?
Yeah.
So the 4 key features are very much important for developing any organizational strategy, any strategic planning. It should be realistic, it should be measurable, it should be specific, and it should be time bounded. Okay. So is it clear? Should I move?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the next topic we'll be doing is the level of strategy. So as you can see it out. So strategies are formulated at the 3 levels: corporate level, business level, and the functional level. Okay. As you can see it out, corporate strategy. And now you need to understand it very clearly. You'll have to have the clear cut. The concept clarity is required actually. When we talk about the strategic planning, we talk about the organizational strategy. Then what do we mean actually? There should not be any confusion by the corporate strategy, by the business strategy, by the functional strategy, because it constitutes the organization strategy. Strategic planning constitutes all the 3 levels of strategy. At the corporate level, what we do? Corporate strategy, what do we do? as it's written in this, business you should be in. Okay, at this level, at the corporate level, top management takes the strategic decisions with a vision of determining where the company wants to be, where the business you should be in, where they want to see themselves. Getting it out? So it has two main aspects. The corporate level strategy is having the two main aspects. That is the formulation of a strategy, number one, and the second is the implementation of a strategy. You need to understand what is the nature of a strategy at this level. So at the corporate level, the nature of a strategy is value oriented and the conceptual. The strategy formulation and the implementation we were talking, it's conceptualized at the corporate level. So nature of strategy at the corporate level is value oriented and conceptual. When we come into the kit, what are the major decisions which are taken at the corporate level? You need to understand very important part for aligning the HR strategy, for aligning the training. You need to understand at which level what decisions are taken. So at the corporate level, the major financial policy decisions are taken involved, which are concerned with acquisitions or mergers. What do we mean by acquisitions? First, I'll be telling you all the concept and then we'll be discussing it all. Okay, what are the major financial decisions which are taken at corporate level? It is related to the acquisitions, diversifications, integration, structural redesigning, retrenching and stabilizing. These are the decisions, major financial decisions which are taken at the corporate level. What do we mean by acquisitions? Who can tell me what is acquisition? Anybody?
Acquire is
One by one, one by one.
Maybe ma'am,
Acquiring
like
something
take
for
over
the
when,
business.
yeah, when one company takes over the other company's business, so it's like they acquire the business and their brand name.
Anybody else?
that company get absorbed by the larger company who is acquiring that company. So that company get dissolved basically, and they both became single company.
Merger and acquisition. Merging, what you must be heard about?
I'm urging me two companies are joining together and making a new company, whereas in acquisition, one company is taking the other company and taking it, and that smaller company get
Taking
dissolved.
it means buying it out. We are talking acquisition is the buying out the competitors companies. Acquisition, the organization, when we talk about in terms of the organizational strategy. So whomsoever are the competitors, actually they want to try to, this is the part of the growth strategy also. They're buying out the competitors company. So acquisition is all about that. When next we are coming diversification. So what is the difference between the expansion and the diversification? Who can tell me?
Ma'am, in
Expanding our businesses.
Expanding of the businesses. What is the difference between the expansion and the diversification?
Ma'am, in expanding, we are expanding a single product line, like making it more. In diversification, we are expanding horizontally, like in different areas we are getting in. That is the basic difference.
So major difference.
Different field legal.
Different fields.
Yeah. So major difference is expansion is into the
in the same domain,
segment,
we are
same
expanding
product.
something.
So because the companies every year the companies are planning to open more and more branches. So they are not changing the product actually. So this is called expansion. But diversification, the expansion into the new segment, new product, new services. Getting it out, this is the major differences between the expansion and the diversification. They are moving to the different product, new product line, new services. Integration, third, the decisions I told you, integration. Integration is vertical also and the horizontal also. So company can go for the vertical integration, company can go for the horizontal integration. So what is the meaning of horizontal and what is the meaning of vertical integration? Who can tell me? Anybody?
Horizontal means if you are merging two segments into one, I mean, integrate two businesses into one in the same company, then
Same
that would be
same
horizontal.
company, what you're doing? Businesses.
Ma'am, in a
Businesses, two
horizontal,
businesses.
Please go ahead.
I'm in a horizontal, like suppose there is a soap company. If it acquires the similar kind of a company in the industry at
Similar,
the same
you are going so correctly, but a similar kind of product.
product, yeah.
Horizontal, what the company are doing here, adding the similar products and services to the lineup, to the lined up products. Why? To making it more competitive. Getting it out. Horizontal integrations where the companies are adding the similar products and the services to the lined up products and the lined up services for making it more competitive. Okay. When we talk about the vertical integration, then company is, oh shit, what is happening? Okay. So much networking at the 20th floor. So much networking issues are coming today. I don't know why. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, clearly.
Okay. So what I was telling you, okay, horizontal, what is happening in the horizontal, this thing. I'm so sorry. Can you hear me? You all?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, you are
Yes.
I'm
audible.
not able to do the sound is coming. Okay. Okay. So horizontal vertical integration, the company is controlling the supply and distribution channel instead of relying on outside agencies. Yeah. So this is the integration. So retrenching and stabilizing. This is also the one of the policy, because right now in the COVID-19 time, can you tell me out of all the acquisition, diversification, integration, and retrenching and stabilizing the company, which policy the companies are going ahead right now? Most of the companies.
Retrenchment.
Yes, absolutely.
Getting it out as a present time, at the present in this scenario, COVID-19 time, the most of the company, they used to call it right sizing. They're doing the competency mapping in the company and they're doing the right sizing, retrenching and stabilizing, because this is the cost controlling. Retrenching, what is the meaning of retrenching? What are the reasons for the retrenchment? Who can tell me?
When a company reduces the overall like size of the operations that the company is operating, and they are like, if a function of HR is done by 10 people, they're right sizing it by doing it by 5. They're reducing their like total forces and total operations.
How many people are HR people into this right today? Out of the total participants?
I am, sir.
22 participants.
Rupesh.
So who can tell me the difference between the layoff, retrenchment, and the downsizing? What are the reasons of that? Who can clarify me difference between all three terminologies?
Layoff, I am Rupesh, ma'am. Layoff means due to lack of material, it is being done actually in mostly in manufacturing organizations, layoffs. And retrenchment is done only due to right sizing, due to some business strategies. And downsizing, I mean, same, we are restructuring of manpower and something like that. We call it downsizing.
I think again, madam is disconnected.
I think so.
There may be some internet problem there. So I've noted down the.
Yes, sir.
I am Wing Commander K.K. Verma, host for this class. I think, hello. She is trying to get connected. what I was telling, it got disconnected. I think in her floor there is some internet issues. So she is sorting it out, and once it comes, she will be, I think, again come. What I was telling, basically, my class will start at 12 o'clock. So I'll request all of you to come 5-10 minutes before 12. And on the similar line, the next class will be at 2 o'clock and then 4 o'clock. Right?
Sir, is any information about the assignments?
Regarding assignments, I have I was telling, I think next week headquarter will update that assignment, and you can all go online, your istd.co.in, and see the assignment questions, and around 1 month time will be given to you for writing your assignments. So
Okay, sir. Thank
that
you.
assignment part
And
is
sir,
clear.
what are the expected dates for the exam?
Exam, probably we expect it will be in time. I mean, as per the time what is given, it should be December 26th to 31st.
Okay, actually I'm working now, so I wanted to know it beforehand so I can apply for, like, leave, because it is difficult to get a leave at
Last moment.
Yeah.
Most probably it will be December, but we have to keep our finger crossed, because online thing, you see, there are a lot of change which takes place, and
Yeah.
technology and other infrastructure should be in place. So last time when the June exam was there, it was conducted in August. It could not be conducted in June, July, because of the lockdown, you all know. So it was conducted in August. But for December exam, we expect exam should be in time, and we should be able to conduct exam in.
All right. So God forbidden, just in case if there's any change, so we will be informed at least 15-20 days prior, or will it be like last moment thing that unfortunately?
No. You will be informed well in advance, around a month back, because you will have to fill the form, and so you have to pay the fees also, no? Exam fees.
Right.
Regarding assignments also, you will get 1 month time, like first week of November if it comes. So by first week of December, you will have to submit the assignments.
All right. So thank you.
Right?
So there is one more query, that exam will be online or it will be going to a center and then giving the exam?
June exam, which was conducted in August, it was online exam. I mean, all the students had given exam from their home only, from their laptop. So December exam also, we expect it should be online, and you can give exam from your place, wherever you are, with your laptop and other infrastructure, whatever you have, devices.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So it would be like, sir, MCQs or subjective?
No, it's a detailed kind of exam. Just a minute, I think I'm getting a call from.
Hello, can you hear me all?
Yes, getting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
I'm so sorry for today, because we have networking is such a great issue at my place. So I really wanted, but this, because of the COVID-19, we'll have to go for the online. So no other options left. You need to give me host, Mamaji.
Yes.
Give me host. It's not
Okay.
coming.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Should I move? Hello.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So we
Yes,
were
ma'am.
talking about the level of the strategy actually. So fast after moving it out. So corporate level strategy, as I told you, the major decisions taken is acquisitions, diversification, integration, and the retrenching and stabilizing. Retrenching, I was talking about the past. I'll be explaining you out of layoff and the retrenchment. What is the difference actually? Layoff is known as a temporary cessation of employment.
Temporary,
So
yes. And
employees are
retrenchment is a
not
permanent.
fired actually. Employee are making state. Reason being the reasons are actually different in every. So layoff is a temporary cessation of employment. It is done. The reason being shortage of power, shortage of raw material, exactly, and shortage of finance can also be major reason.
Maybe
So for
some.
so in this we are not firing the employees. The employees are made sick as that because as the company is resolving these problems, so they are taking back to all the employees. So the compensation paid at the time of layoff to the employees is known as lead off compensation. What is it? This is lead off compensation. What the company pays? Who can tell me? At the time of layoff,
50% of the
50%
total
time, the most of the company goes for the basic salary only at the time
basic
of
salary.
basic salary only. So
Layoff period.
retrenchment, what is the difference? Just opposite to layoff is the retrenchment. Retrenchment is actually the permanent cessation of the employment. So reason being surplus manpower availability, getting it out. Then technology, mains are replaced by the machines. So right now so much automation is going into the companies as well. So this is one of the major reasons right now. Then shutting down the any department, if the company is closing any department. Then the government policies. So many government policies are coming such a way that like a PF only I'm telling you, the eligibility criteria the government increased. Okay, and the so many company were not affordable for the so many company. So what they did, they retrenched the employees who are covering under the PF, and they hired the new set of employees who are not taking the PF, to whom they need not to give the statutory compliances. So government policies are also one of the major reason for retrenchment actually. Retrenchment we used to, for retrenchment and the layoff, what is the difference actually? Retrenchment, legal notification is required. No company can retrench the employees simply on their own. They'll have to notify to the government. Getting it out, a legal notification is required into the retrenchment. The rule we followed under the retrenchment is, anybody can tell me which rule we are following under the retrenchment?
Last come, first go, we generally follow.
First come, first go. The new employees will be retrenched first. So companies, so companies are going for right now in the COVID-19 time, most of the companies are going, and we are sitting in Delhi and Gurgaon, the Atlas company is the bicycle company. One single day, they retrenched 1,000 employees, one day. And but in the COVID-19 time, what was the pity scenario of the market actually? No company were following the compliances even.
Zero compliances, ma'am, actually.
They did not give the legal notifications.
Nothing.
In the market time. Right. So it is the pretty scenario in fact. So that he is also knows how much we are going to working on the one project. In fact, the company is going for the competency mapping, and then followed by that will be the right sizing. So professional company are going for the right sizing, and the unprofessional companies are going for the retrenchment in the COVID-19 time. Okay, so they are stabilizing the company by that. So these are the major decisions which are taken at the corporate level strategy. Then the second level is the business strategy. Business level, what the decisions are taken. So business level strategy is all about the competition in the market, how to beat the competition in the market. So the business level strategy is concerned with what product or services should be developed. Getting it out. So corporate level pe what are the decisions you need to know for the alignment is very important. How to align the training with the corporate strategy, how to align with the business strategy. You need to understand what are the major decisions which are taken at which level actually. So business level strategy is concerned with the what product or what services should be developed, in which market it should be offered, and to which market in order to meet the customer need as well as organizational objectives. देखिए the multi which are developed at corporate level, those are formulated and implemented at business level. So business level, this level strategy, the decisions taken are includes policies involving new products development, market mix, research and development, personal decisions. So at the customer business level decisions are actually the customers are the foundation or essence of the organizational business level strategy. Who will be served, what are will be the customer, who will be the customers, what needs have to be met. So these are the decisions which are taken at the business level actually. So now fast coming to the functional level strategy, or we used to call operational level strategy, is to implement the tactics. I think operational level functional level strategy involves decision making with respect to the specific functional areas like production, marketing, financial, so personal, etc. Corporate and business level, where the corporate and business level strategies are concerned with doing the right things. The functional level strategy is stress on doing things right. You people are understanding the difference. So corporate level and business level strategies are concerned with doing the right things, but the functional level strategy is concerned with doing things right, how to do it out. So operating level strategy is concerned with how to manage the frontline operating units like plants, sales, production, etc. It is concerned with the how to handle the day-to-day task of strategic significance like advertising, campaigning, purchasing materials, inventory, control, maintenance, etc. Actually, the functional level strategy is relatively narrow area of the activity and focuses on how the different functional area activities can contribute to the overall strategy of the organization. So different functional level strategy, because the target is assigned to the department, and the department at the function level, they are focusing how to complete the target to the employees and how to contribute to the overall growth of the organization or overall organizational strategy. So these are the three levels of the strategy which are formulated at the organizational strategy. So next, anything you need to ask till here? Should I move fast?
Ma'am, can you please explain again the functional strategy?
Okay, so functional strategy is basically concerned with how to manage the frontline operating business units like plants, sales, and productions. It is concerned with the different functions are there, different departments are there. Getting it out, functional level strategy where involves the decision making for the different functional or different departments like a production, marketing, finance, personnel. So these are the different various departments are there in the organizations. Getting it out. So what the decisions are taken for the various department is concerned with the functional level strategy actually. Because I had told you that top management creates the larger organization strategy, then the middle management and the lower management adopts the goals and plans to full step by step. So this is the step. At the corporate level, what is done, what decisions they are taking, at the business level, what decisions they are taking, and at the functional level, the decisions are taken related to the different functional areas, different departments. So functional managers are there, which are handling the day-to-day operations. So it is concerned with those operations. Significant, which are the for handling day-to-day tasks of the strategic significance like advertising, campaigning, I told you purchasing control, inventory control, maintenance. These are the decisions to handle the day-to-day operations actually. So functional level strategy is concerned with these functions in fact. Because unless until the department will be functioning well, they cannot contribute to the overall organizational goal. Getting? So it's a lowest level. When the department will be working good, the department will, the functional heads will be taking the work or the achievement from the employee, then only the functional level, the strategy will be successful. Then they will be contributing to the business level will be contributing to the corporate level. This way we are moving it on. So you understand? Is
Clear,
it clear?
ma'am. Clear, ma'am. Clear. Thank you.
Okay. Now I'll be coming to the major components of the strategic planning. Very important, even if you are going to establish your own company, you need to understand what are the, if you are going to do the professional business, then what are the major components of the strategic planning, as you can see it out. So it's a mission, the first statement which is written for in the organization strategy, the mission statement. From mission, vision statement, vision to goal, goal to objectives, objective to initiative, initiative to measure, measure to targets. So what is vision, mission, vision and goals in the objectives, still objectives in the process I'll be discussing. Mission is all about why we exist. That means why the company is in business. Vision is what we want to be. That is a business aspirations. Vision statement gives the direction to the company, whereas mission statement is a driving force for the business. Getting it out? Goal is all about what we must achieve to be successful. That is, goals is what company aims to achieve. So from vision follows the long-term goal, and from the goals, the objective. How to achieve these goals is all about the objective. Company objective is how to achieve the goal. So objective is the specific outcome expressed in measurable terms, not activities. It is the end result of the planned activities. What is objective actually? It is the end result of the planned activities. So tactical objective actually I'll be discussing in length into the process of this three. Initiative I'll be coming to. Initiative, what are the initiatives for each to achieve each company objectives? There should be one initiative. What do you mean the initiative? Tell me, what are the initiatives? What is the meaning?
Various action plans which we are going to take to fulfill the objectives.
Initiative is the steps. Okay, how to achieve the objectives? We are taking steps, and each initiative is supported by the plan of action. Getting it out? So each objective is a plan of action to achieve the objectives is called initiative. Then from initiative it comes measures. Measures is the, again we have already discussed in the length into the key features. Measures means indicators and to monitor the success of the organization. And indicators, I told you, are of how many types? Who can tell me? How many types of indicators we are using to monitor the success of business?
Ma'am, two. Ma'am,
Yeah,
two.
two.
Level and lag.
Lag indicators, exactly. Lead indicators are the intangible, lag indicators are the tangible. Yeah, exactly, because in the revenue in the form of profit, revenue growth. Okay, then we come to the targets. At the functional level, functional managers, what do? They give the target to the employees. Because what are the targets? Targets are the desired level of performance of the employee and with the timelines. Getting? So these are the major components of the strategic planning: mission, vision, goals, objectives, initiatives, then measures and the targets. Anything you need to ask here? Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Now I'll move to the process of strategic planning. So much important, because on this basis only if there's a designing of the strategic planning is coming, so you can follow these steps into that. First, there's a 4 steps, major steps into the process of strategic planning. Step 1, what we are doing, setting up of strategic intent. That is a vision statement, mission statement, vision statement, and the objectives. So mission, as I told you, what are the, it is said that organizational strategy should arise from company's mission. Getting it out? Because which describes why company is in business, what the founders envision. So every activity in the company should seek to fulfill this purpose. So mission guides all the strategic decisions of the company. Mission statement to drive the company and focuses on today. I'll be showing out here you the some example of the mission statement. You can see it out. The major mission statement examples. Microsoft. What is their mission statement? Empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. Getting it out? LinkedIn. What is the mission statement of the LinkedIn? So as I told you, mission, what is mission? Mission is the driving force of the business actually. So mission describes why company is in business, what the founders have envisioned. So mission guides all the strategic decisions of the company. So LinkedIn mission statement is make the world's professional to make them more productive and successful. Facebook statement. Mission statement is to give people the power to share and make the world more open connected. Google mission statement is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So these are the few mission statement. Actually, the bigger company are we next in the first step. What we are doing, we are writing the vision statement. From mission, we are moving to the vision statement. What is vision statement? As I told you, vision is a vision statement gives the company direction. It is the future of the business. Vision statement is about what company wants to become, where company wants to reach. It's a business aspirations actually. From business follows the long-term goal. So few examples of the business vision statement I would like to show it out. So business is the vision statement. You can see the Microsoft mission statement right now you saw. And the Microsoft vision statement is a computer software on every desk and every home. So this is the giving the direction to the business actually. So from vision, I told you we follow the long-term goals actually. Okay, so vision provides the purpose to the business. A computer software on every desk is the purpose of the company to sell it out actually. LinkedIn vision statement is to create economic opportunity for every number of the global workforce. They're connected. Okay, Facebook. People use Facebook to stay connected with friends and family, to discover what's going on in the world and to share and express what matters to them. This is the vision statement of the company, which is giving the purpose of doing the business. Google to provide access to the world information in one click. Getting it out. The first process in the process, we are actually writing the developing the content of the mission statement, vision statement, objectives. What do we mean by the objective? I had explained before also. So objective, it is the result that company aims to achieve. It is end result of the planned activities. Objective states how the goal shall be achieved. So tactical objective takes less than a year's time to complete and becomes the building blocks of the successful organizational strategy. For strategy to work, what is happening, because I told you the organizational strategy is in large, is made by the top management. It is created in the larger form by the top management. But for strategy to work, it should be converted in smaller and short-term goals and plans. So middle management at the middle level, the middle level management adopts these goals and create plans to complete in the marketplace. So middle top level management are creating the larger picture of the organizational strategy. Middle level management adapts the goals and create plans to compete in the market. And at the lower level, at the functional level, managers who are concerned with the day-to-day operations of the company, their objectives and plans takes days, weeks, months time to complete. Their areas for setting objectives, maybe you can see it out. So business and goal, if I will be telling you the difference between the business and goal. So goals are very short statement. Longer objectives are the longer statement, more descriptive. Broaden goals are broad in scope. Objectives are narrow in scope. Goals are directly related to the mission statement, but the objectives are indirectly related to the mission statement. Goals covers long time periods such as 10 years, 5 years down the line, whereas objective covers short time periods such as 1 year budget cycle or 1 year, less than 1 year. The tactical objectives take, which to complete, and it works as the building blocks for the successful organizational strategy. So examples of the business objectives, you can see the revenue objective. It can be as per the functional heads also, the objective can be done. Revenue objective, operational objective, maximizing productivity and the performance of employees, customer satisfaction, minimizing employee turnover, management and leadership, employee health, automation objective, growth objective. So these are the few examples of the business objective actually. So getting it out, so this was the first step for the first step of the process of strategic planning. Okay, so step 2. So we are writing the mission statement, which is driving to the business, vision statement, which is giving direction to the business, and objectives, company objectives, which is fulfilled by the functional level managers. Okay, which is contributing to the overall achievement of the organizational strategy. Step 2, what we are doing after developing here in the step 1, we should be having the answer of the who, what, how, and when. We are having by writing the vision statement, mission statement, and objectives in black and white. Now step 2, strategy formulation. Formulation of strategy will be done at the step 2. What does it cover? Environmental appraisal and the organizational appraisal. The strategy formulation is the step where it is which refers to the process of choosing the most appropriate course of action for realization of organization goals and objectives, and thereby achieving the organizational vision. So when we start the formulating the strategy, we need to know where the company is right now and where they want to go ahead. So the gap, this identifying the gap. So for that, for this purpose, SWOT analysis is done. So while formulating the strategy, the first step we are following just to assess the present conditions of the company. So we are doing the SWOT analysis. SWOT, everybody knows the full form of the SWOT?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Strength, weakness, threat, and opportunity.
Analysis, in the first while formulating the strategy, what we are doing it is a dynamic process actually. It covers the environmental appraisal as well as organizational appraisal. Environmental appraisal actually it covers, it is a dynamic process that considers of the internal as well as external environment. External environment includes all the factors outside the organization which provide opportunity or threats to the organization. So external environmental factors are opportunity and threats, whereas internal environmental factors are strength and weaknesses. Okay, so strength internal factors refers to all the factors within an organization, which is part of the strength or weaknesses of the strategic nature. Who can tell me what can be the strength of an organization? You need to understand that strength can be tangible and strength can be intangible as well. So what can be the strength of any organization? Which are the tangible strengths? Who can tell me?
Ma'am, technology. Hello.
What else? Anybody else? What can be the strength of our company? Right? High quality products can be the strength of a company. Excellent financial conditions can be the strength of the company. Loyal customers, efficient distribution channels, this can be the strength of the company. So we are identifying at the first step what are the strength points of the company. Intangible strength can be good leadership, the good reputation of the company, strategic insights, customer intelligence, high skilled workforce. These can be the intangible strength of the company. When we come into the weaknesses, just opposite to that can become the weaknesses. So weaknesses can be bad leadership, unskilled workforce, insufficient resources, poor product quality, slow distribution and delivery channel, outdated technologies, as you said, lack of planning. Okay, since weaknesses are internal, so they are within your control, it is said. Why we are identifying the strength and weaknesses? Strength needs to be strengthened and weaknesses needs to be eradicated because it is an internal, it is in our control to take it out. So that's why we are identifying the strength and weaknesses, which are the internal factors. Then we'll be coming to the external factors. What are the opportunity? External factors are the outside the organization environment. What are the opportunity available outside the organization in the outside external environment? What are the threats which are posed on the company? So what can be the opportunity for any company to grab? Anybody can tell me?
It may be government policies and
I'm discovering the untapped market, discovering new customer lines, new products,
diversity.
Opportunity means potential areas of growth and higher performance. So external in nature, as I told you, opportunity is external in nature. So marketplace can be the one opportunity, as you said. Then unhappy customers with competitors. Competitors unhappy customers can be the opportunity for your company. A better economic condition, more open trading policies. These can be the so internal opportunity is classified as strength. Getting it out, internal opportunity is classified as strength. Timing may be important for capitalizing and opportunity. When we come to the threats, what can threats means? Challenges confronting to the organization. External in nature again. This is external in nature. What can be the threat for the any company? Who can tell me?
Ma'am, change in trade policies, coming new technologies, keeping up with the changing environment.
The competitors.
The bad press coverage. Right now, the media is so much in picture. So they are posing bad press coverage. The shift in the customer behavior. Substitute products. New regulations. These can be the threats. The more accurate you are in identifying the threats, it is said that the more accurate you are in identifying the threats, the better position you are for dealing with the sudden ripples of the changes. So that is the reason, and while the companies are formulating this strategy, they are doing the SWOT analysis. What are the strength points, what are the opportunity available, and what are the weaknesses of the company, and what are the threats posed on the company. Mental scanning we are doing, so we are identifying these 4 traits of the company. Then second, the organizational appraisal. It includes organizational appraisal. Organizational appraisal is a process of observing an organizational internal environment to identify the strengths and weaknesses that may influence the organizational ability to achieve the goals. So analysis of corporate capabilities and weaknesses can be prerequisite for successful formulation of any strategy. Getting it out? So this is the prerequisite. So identifying the strengths and weaknesses of a company is a prerequisite for the successful formulation of the corporate strategy or the organizational strategy. This analysis can be done, organizational appraisal or the scanning can be done at the various level, at the functional level, at the divisional level, at the corporate level, the unit level, at the department level. Getting it out? So first step, we are doing the strategy. Second step is the strategy formulation. Now the third step, you can see it out, is the strategy implementation, which is covering the activation of a strategy. So now this is the step, the strategy implementation. So when we're talking about the strategy implementation, then this is the action stage of the strategic management. So now the plan of action will be executed at this stage. It refers to the decisions that are made to install new strategy or reinforcing the existing strategy. So company will be taking decisions whether they should install the new strategy or reinforce the existing strategy if it is going smoothly. It includes designing structure, process, and systems. First, you can see it out. So strategy implementation includes the making of decisions with regard to organizational structure, developing the budgets, Then developing the programs and procedures and the processes in order to accomplish the certain activities or the vision and goal of the company. Second, it involves is the behavioral implementation. You can see it out. Behavioral implementation, it denotes the mobilizing employees and managers to put and formulate a strategic action. And requires, what is it requires? Behavioral implementation requires personal discipline, commitment, and sacrifice of the staff members at every level. It depends upon managers' ability to motivate the employee. Who will be controlling? The employee. In HR also we said it's not practical to take control of the total organizational employees. So how are you taking control of the organizational employees? Who can tell me? How the HR is taking control of the total organizational employees? Through whom? Correct? Have you heard the word line managers? Who are the line managers? Who can tell me who are the line managers in the company? And what do I mean by the line managers?
Line manager, the managers who are involved in basic, achieving basic objective of the organization.
Ma'am, line manager.
For manufacturing industry, it is a production supervisor is a line manager. For equipment agency, it's a HR.
Ma'am, it is the lower level management or the line manager. Line manager our other names are supervisor, according to the other different industries.
Members are working. Then as you said, the supervisors.
Ma'am, your voice was not audible. Sorry, ma'am.
Not
Sorry.
audible.
Earlier it was not audible. Now we are audible.
Now you can hear your sure. Okay. So line managers, as I said, line managers are those managers under whom the employees are lined up. So which are those positions in the company actually? So HOD, first come the head of the departments under whom the subordinates are lined up. Then team leaders under whom the team members are lined up. Then supervisors under whom the workers are lined up. So these are the positions. So through the line managers, we used to control. So who are basically, we are motivating the total organizational employees through the line managers. So first being HR head, we are taking control on the line managers. So it depends, the behavioral implementation depends upon the manager's ability to motivate the employees. Getting it out? First, after when we are implementing this strategy, then it comes on the functional implementation. First, we are developing the structures, then we are developing the processes, systems, and the procedures to implement it out. Then behavioral implementation, and then third is the functional implementation. Functional implementation, it is carried out through functional plan and policies in 5 different areas. In the 5 different areas, which are marketing, finance, operations, personal, and information management. So when we are implementing the functional strategy, then it comes on the 5 major areas of that. Then the fourth we are strategy implementation, which is covering, is a operational strategy. So what is the operational strategy? Functional level, as I told you, functional level strategy is also known as operational level strategy. So at this level, what we are implementing, actually, it includes establishing the annual objectives, devising the policies, then allocating the resources. So we are allocating, we were discussing allocating the resources, who will do what the each group will be doing, how they will be doing, when they will be completing their targets. So these are the decisions, policy decisions, which are taken at the implementation. So we are giving the target, we are assigning the targets at the operational level, and it is allocating the resources actually. So step 3 is the strategy implementation. Any question over here till third step? Is it clear, the process strategic planning?
Yes.
So okay, so fourth step is the strategy evaluation and control. So as you all know, what is the meaning of the evaluation? So strategy evaluation is It is a primary means to know when and why particular strategy are not working well. So strategy evaluation is the process in which corporate activities and performance results are monitored so that actual performance can be compared with the desired performance. It is getting it out?
Yeah.
So it includes, what does it include? The strategy evaluation. It includes the reviewing externally and internal factors that are the basis for the current strategy. So reviewing part, we have evaluation part. We have already discussed actually evaluation. What we are doing, we are monitoring the success through the indicators. We are evaluating them. Then it includes the evaluation, then monitoring the success of the strategy, and then reviewing it out. And then finally, strategy control, we are coming it out. After evaluating the success of the strategy, after monitoring and reviewing, we are taking the control on the strategy. In this step, organization determines what to control. Getting it out? When we talk about the strategy control, then this step, organization determines what to control. So it includes set control standards. We used to develop the standard to control it at a set standard to control standards, then measure the performance, compare actual with the standard, then determine the reasons for the deviations. Okay, why we have not achieved the actual organization strategy, why there is a deviation. So we are determining the reasons for the deviations and finally taking corrective measures and review the policies and activities if needed. So these are the 4 major steps for processing the strategic planning. So whenever you're designing the strategic planning, then you can follow these steps. Any question from the process? Any question? Okay, so quickly I will be moving to the examples of the organizational strategy. So now we'll be coming to the examples of the organizational strategy. As you can see, first is the growth strategy, rationalizing strategy. What do you mean the growth strategy? Very interesting one. Growth strategy refers to the high level of growth achievement. In this growth strategy, when the companies are adopting the growth strategy, they are looking for several options to pursue, such as increase in sales of existing products, increase the range of the products and services. So they are moving to the new product lines into there. Increase in the size of the geographical areas by adding the new locations, then buying a competitors. They're going for the acquisitions. So growth strategy is invariably a costly strategy. So while choosing the growth strategy, the company needs to be sure about the financial and personal price they need to make it out to achieve the growth. So growth strategy is a very costly, but if it is clicking, I'll be showing you the list of the company, 20 company after this, after discussing all the examples in fact. Okay, how the companies have achieved right now adapting the growth strategy. Actually, so many companies have such a recent time, they have grown dramatically into the market. So growth strategy understanding, it's a high level growth achievement they are focusing on through the adding the new product and new services, adding the new locations, buying out the competitors' houses, and increasing the sales of the existing products. Then second is the rationalization strategy. What do you mean by rationalization? This word, anybody can tell me? What is the meaning of rationalization? Rationalization strategy is the reorganization of the company in order to increase the operational efficiency. What happened actually, rationalization strategy is not exactly opposite to the growth strategy. But what happened is sometimes with the business which are following growth strategy find themselves become very overly complex. By down the line, they realize that they have become very complex. In this scenario, business, what they used to take the decisions such as discontinuing the existing products, laying off the staff, reducing their number of outlets, and they decreasing the turnover, which helps them in streamlining the business and in turn, they are making the business profitable and they are regaining the financial growth. So rationalization is the reorganization of the company in terms of getting the profitable, to make the company again profitable and to regain the financial growth. Because as the business becomes more efficient by streamlining, so they are regaining their financial growth as well. So this is the rationalization strategy. These are the examples of the strategy. Okay. Third is the organizational strategy by business functions. We have already discussed business function. Different business functions are there into the company. Various departmental heads are there, departments into the organization. So organizations can have several functional strategies that all will contribute to its goal, overall goal, and to define the results, like which includes financial strategy, marketing strategy, sales strategy, human resource management strategy, production or service delivery strategies, then the purchase strategy, research and development strategy. Getting it out, these are the different functional areas. As per these functional areas, the company can develop the strategy as per the different various functional areas. Further to this, it may be subcategorized. Like marketing strategies can be subcategorized to price strategy, distribution strategy, product strategy, promotion strategy, campaigning strategy, packaging strategy. Getting it out? So we are simplifying it out just to make it achievable. So we are simplifying it out as per the functional area, and then we are subcategorizing it out. So to make it more realistic and more like HR management strategy, when we are talking about, we can subcategorize it into separate recruitment strategy, retrenchment strategy, remuneration strategy, training strategy, and each of these will be guided by the primary organizational strategy, and they will be contributing to the overall organizational strategy. Getting it out? So this is the organizational strategy by the business function. Organizational strategy in practice, when we talk about, the fourth one is the organizational strategy in practice. I'm moving a little faster. If you're not understanding, please ask me. Okay? You are understanding it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Organizational strategy in practice, saying, so what does it mean? In practice, actually what happens to the company, the organizational strategy begins with the big picture. But after that, what they are doing, they are breaking it into the down the line to the various sets of activities, and all of these will have a contribution to make and they will be part of the bigger organizational strategy. Getting each task must be synced with the plan, and if it can't take the plan, then itself maybe needs to be revised. So each task must sync with the plan, and if it can't, then the plan itself may need revision. Okay, so in general it is happening. So bigger organizational strategy is formulated, and then they are breaking it into the different various sets of activities to achieve it out. Okay, fourth is very new coming in the market, which is sounding, is the DEX strategy. Anybody has heard about this strategy? Anybody has heard?
Digital employee.
What is it? Who can tell me? What is it?
I don't know.
This is the very recent strategy. That's why I have mentioned it out. Digital employee experience strategy. We are at peak digital era. That you people understand? So we are at the digital era. Yeah. So DEX is the very innovative and transformational strategy. DEX is the sum total of the digital interactions between an employee and the business. What is happening in business right now? So business are so busy serving their customers that they often neglect to improve the experience of their own employees. So that's why the DEX strategy had come very recently in the market. Actually, it covers the implementation of technology and tools deployed to enhance how employees interact with the company. DEX is about using technology to improve the overall employee journey and to support the corporate culture. It includes from how they are recruited and hired, how they are onboarded, how they interact with each other and the other business at large. So DEX strategy is related to that. So it's a very innovative and it's a very transformational strategy. So all the new company who are establishing a market right now, so much automation is going on, they should adopt this strategy. Getting it out? Okay, so I'll be moving fast.
Yes.
So these are the few examples. I'll be showing it out, this list of the 20 company, which transformational company actually. Can you see the list? Which is the first company?
Netflix.
Anybody can tell me what is the original product they developed? You can see the growth of the company. Netflix started in 2013, and from 2013 to, I'm showing you the 2019 transformational company 20 list of the 20 company. These S&P 500 and Forbes Global 2000 companies ranked highest in their new growth transformations. Each excelled in the development of new products, services, and business models, repositioning its core business and financial performance. So they adopted, these are the list of the company who adopted which strategy? Who can tell which strategy they adopted? Growth strategy. Yeah, they're developing the new products, new services, new business models. I told you the growth strategy is focusing on the developing the new product line, new businesses. Netflix I'm talking about, this is the company from 2000 to 2019. Within 6 years time, span of the 6 years time, the revenue has roughly tripled its profit. Getting it? You can see it out, the CAGR. Do you know, understand the CAGR? Who can tell me the full form of the CAGR? What is the CAGR?
Ma'am, it's the compound annual growth rate.
Very right. Yes. Yeah. Just
category
give me it's a compound. She is very right. Compound annual growth rate. Yeah, compound annual growth rate. Netflix within 6 years, compound annual growth rate has increased 59% in comparison to 10% of 2013. Within 6 years span, their revenue has roughly tripled. Its profit have multiplied 32 folded. This is the company moved from just distributing the content digitally. They started with the distributing the content digitally to become a leading process of original content. So right now, they're producing their original content. Beginning primarily, they are only distributing to the others content. Right now, a leading producer of the original content that could win Emmys and Oscar. Can you believe it or? This is the company within 6 years time by adopting the growth strategy. They have multiplied, they have the revenue like. So this is the list of, so I will not be going by the other company, but the more major company like a Philips. Philips, you can see it out in the last is the Philips is the Dutch company, electronics giant, has largely diversified its large legacy lighting business to focus on healthcare technology. They're repositioning actually. Siemens, you can see is in the list, which is moved beyond the purpose of the maximizing their shareholders. Unka vision 20 called their plan tha, with their vision 2020 plan, which called for harnessing the technologies such as AI and IoT. The value they shifted for this serving to the society actually by harnessing the technology such as AI and IoT. So much in picture right now. In the first class also, when I told you of the hard skills which you should be going as being the trainer, you should be adapting, is a AI and IoT. Siemens have said, अब देखिए इसका takeaway क्या है this list, this company 20 company list you are seeing it out. What is the takeaway lessons from these mission changes is very clear. In an era of relentless change, a company survives and thrives not because of its size and performance, but on its ability to reposition itself, to create a new future, and to leverage a purpose-driven mission to that end. This is known as actually business strategy. Innovative. That's why strategic transformation may be the business leadership imperative of the 21st century. So simply, if the size you are having the advantage, you are having the good performance, that will not do actually. So company should be able to reposition itself to create a new future and leverage a purpose-driven mission to the end actually. Such a fast changing at environmental right now. So those company who are not able to adapt it out, their plans fail. And the example of the plans fail, the formulating the plans only will not do. You know, plan fails also. What can be the reason of plan fail? Till here I've explained you so much.
Poor implementation.
Poor commitment, you can say.
Now the execution is not proper, though there it has been recorded.
First you can tell me what is the first reason as per the key features? Unrealistic goal. If the company is adopting the unrealistic goal, the plan can be failed. Then lack of resources, lack of focus, then the wrong people at the leadership positions, wrong set of employees, and inability to change themselves. Getting it out, and not capable of understanding the market sentiments. So these, the plan can fail also. Only organization developing the strategic planning is will not do actually. So plan can fail, and the example of that are the such a big company are they the example of that, like a HP, Hewlett Packard. Have you heard about this company?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
No, why it got failed? Who can tell me why it got failed?
Innovation was not there actually. Maybe due to lack of innovation.
So why it got failed actually? Because their strategy got failed. It's a wide range of technological company, the widest range of the technologies in worldwide. It offer there with the offerings from digital camera. They started from digital camera to printing business, then to supercomputers. And right now the $800 billion company is struggling, except their stellar printing business. Why? Because their acquisition strategy got failed. Getting it out? So only planning will not do. The successful implementation of the planning is also so very important. Second company I will be giving the example is the Xerox.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you heard about this? 16 years they ruled in the market actually. And their plan got failed actually, and they are in terrible conditions right now. What was the reason of that? The values and the culture of the has got trapped in the legal and the ethical issues, you know, for that. And that's why it is said the working environment is also so very important to execute for the execution of the any organizational strategy. So these are the live examples. The organization, the strategic planning fails also. So if, and the reasons we have discussed, if you are making the plan and putting on the shelf, will it do it?
No, ma'am.
So first, the prerequisites for the strategic planning is the top management commitment. And then we should have the answer of who, how, and who, what, how, and when. Who will do what the other group will be doing, different group will be doing, and when it should be done, and then how it should be done. So these are the answers we should have into the organization strategy. So models, I don't have the time much. It's already 12 actually, so I'll be completing the models from model onward. I think models, I can tell you that there are the various models of the strategic planning. The number one, I can show you the basic model. You can see it out. Basic model planning is also known as the simple strategic planning model. This is actually good for the new or startup company who has not done any project before. It is good for the small and the busy companies. Getting it out? So basic model, various model, देखिए इससे related questions आते हैं. That's why I'm covering it out so fastly. What are the various level of the strategic planning actually? So you need to know it out. I will not go with the steps right now. Okay, process we have already discussed it out. Only types. So first is the basic model, which is called simple and strategic model, and this model is best suited for the new organization or startup company or the small or busy organizations. Then coming to the issue based model. Issue based model क्या है? a step up from the basic model. This model better for the established company. Getting it out? Issue-based model is good for the established company. What are the steps? It is already, you can see it out. We'll be sharing it out. SWOT analysis is done, then stakeholder. Processor we have discussed more of the larger, the process will be same. Okay. Then the third is the alignment strategic model. Very important. This model helps aligning your mission statement with the available resources of the company. Every company is having the limited resources. No company is infinite resources. They are having the finite resources. So alignment model, the company which is adopting, so it is helping them to align their mission statement with the available resources. It is particularly effective for the business facing internal struggle. Who have become complex and struggling internally, they adopt the alignment strategic model. Then we come to the scenario model. Scenario model, in this model, stakeholders project different scenarios that can occur and have an influence on the organization for in future. And for each scenario, they discuss about the three possibilities. What can be these three possibilities? The worst, the best, and the reasonable. And then decide how would the organization will respond to each one in best possible way, and then add into the strategic planning. So some experts say that actually this is more a technique than a model. So scenario based, the model made three scenario, which can be faced by the organization, which can influence the business of the organization in future, which is the worst, the best, and the reasonable. And then top management are discussing the best possible way to deal with each scenario actually. Okay. Then the next is the organic model. So organic model is the model which is, as the name is implies, this model does not necessarily follow a set plan, instead evolving and changing as conditions they is allowing them. It focuses continuously on shared values, consistent communications, and dialogue among stakeholders. It is not a traditional, it is an organic model. As the scenario will be coming, as the problem will be coming in the organization, they will be deciding which strategy to be adopted actually. Other models which are very important is a blue ocean strategy, which is so relevant in right now in the market, the COVID-19 time. What is the meaning of the blue ocean? Who can tell me? Very important, very relevant right now. The blue ocean strategy.
There are two type of oceans, blue ocean and red ocean.
Very
So
rightly said.
yeah.
Yes,
So
go
the
ahead.
blue ocean is concerned with the market which is untapped. It is the sea of opportunities.
Is an uncontested market. Exactly. So
yeah,
blue ocean is a contrast to red ocean. What is happening the red ocean? Red oceans represent all the industry which in existence today. The known market space. In the red ocean, industry boundaries are defined and accepted, and the competitive rules of the game are known. So here companies try to outperform their rivals, their competitors, to grab to the greater share for the product or services demand. So as the market space gets crowded in red oceans, the prospects for the profit and growth are reduced. So products become commodities, and cutthroat competition runs the ocean bloody, and hence the term uses red ocean. So red ocean strategy, it's a traditional competition based strategy. So blue ocean, whereas blue ocean in contrast denote the all the industries not in existence today, the unknown market space, untainted by the competitions. So in blue ocean, the demand is created rather than fought over. So there is an ample opportunity for growth in blue ocean. So that is both profitable and rapid. The blue ocean competition is irrelevant because the rules of the game is waiting to be set. Getting it out, like a red ocean. Red ocean,
yes,
the game
ma'am.
plans are already do. So blue ocean is an analogy to describe the wider, deeper potential of the market space that is not yet explored. It is a value innovation, innovative market we are talking about. So value innovation concept originally outlined in Kim and Moore Box 1997 article actually, and from there they took this terminology. So the cornerstone of blue ocean strategy is the value innovation, innovation and creativity. I had told you the soft skills part in the first classes, which topic is very much ongoing into the corporates is a innovation and creativity. So organization strategy right now the companies are adapting. They should adapt the blue ocean strategy actually. Okay, if they want to be successful into the market. Then the Porter's 5 forces model. Fast will be moving. This model look.
Sorry, ma'am,
Yeah.
can we say that Netflix is the best example of blue ocean business strategy?
Innovative, they did is original content development, of course.
Yeah.
Getting it out. So blue
Yeah,
ocean, but I told you what they adopted, because previously primarily they started with the distribution of the old content, somebody else content digitally.
Yeah, definitely they have explored the untapped market actually.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they applied the innovative mind actually, and they adapted the growth strategy after that. Getting it out, because the new product line started producing the original content of them, and they started distributing them. Simply distributing some other content, someone else content, they started original content producer. So they are largest producer of the original content right now. And in the within the, it's not actually the joke. Actually, it's not very easy within 6 months span where they reach. They 59% is it's a so significant. Actually, they multiplied their revenue generation. In fact, okay. So Porter's now the next we can look at the Porter's 5 forces model. Porter's 5 this model looks at 5 competitive forces that are present in every industry and helps to determine strengths and weaknesses. So what are those 5 forces? You need to know. Small, very brief. I'll be discussing it out. So first force, which is competition in the industry. Second is the potential of the new entrants into the industry. Third force is the power of suppliers. Fourth force is the power of customers. And the fifth force is the threat of substitute product. So this strategy is based on the Porter's 5 forces model, is based on the 5 forces which are actually present in every industry that and helps in determining the strength and weaknesses of the organization. So they're the Virio framework, Video PEST model. These are the PEST models. Simply, I'll tell you what is the, who can tell me the full form of the PEST model?
PEST is a political, economic, social, technological.
Exactly. So this is the model approach, looks at elements of the external environment, including the forces in its name.
नहीं यार, ये चल
Who
नहीं रहा
can
है
tell
ये.
me the next? VRIO. Fast.
भेजाओ भेजाओ.
Video, what is the full form of it? This approach looks at the question of V for value, R for rarity, S for, sorry, I for imitability, and the O for organizations. Getting it out? Organization concerning value. They are looking for the value based strategy. Rarity means it should be rare in nature. Imitability means no one should be able to copy their strategy. Getting it out? And then the organization concerning and competitive potential of a company. So these are the various models of the organizational strategy. So I'm moving fast. One, designing of the is very, very important.
Madam, tea is ready.
Exactly. I'm fast. Just last topic I'll be touching and I'll be finishing it out. Okay. So one, I'll be not explaining. This is the, you can see it out. This is one of the, when case study, the part 2 of the part B part questions are based on the designing part actually into your paper. So designing of strategic planning process model. This is the ABCD model. The very important model. You can get it ABCDE, where A is assessments, B is baseline, C components, then D is for down of specifics, and E for evaluation, which in the process we have already described it out. SWOT analysis is done, then the situational analysis is done, then the components, we have mission, vision, goals, objectives is defined, then the down to specific is the measurement, how to measure, how to indicate, how to assign the targets, initiative, action plans involved, and the evaluation, performance management, review progress, then take corrective actions, and the feedback mechanism is okay. So last was the relationship between organizational strategy with HR strategy. So in terms of the 4 terms, we can describe it out relations between organization strategy and the HR strategy. In terms of profitability, getting it out, who can understand the meaning of it? HR strategy and the, who can tell this?
Ma'am, there is a direct relationship between organizational strategy and HR strategy. So when we
So
talk
talking
about the
about relation between the organizational
yeah,
strategy and the HR strategy.
Jitendra, can you please mute yourself?
Yes. So first, in terms of profitability, I had said, to what does it mean? We are talking about the linking the HR strategy to the organizational strategy is always profitable, it is said. Getting it out? So linking HR strategy to the organizational strategy is always profitable. It is observed by the Watson study on human capital that total returns are higher under the progressive HR practices compared to the returns under weak HR practices. Because using the progressive strategy, HR can identify the skills your business wants employee to have and close existing skills gaps through the aggressive recruitment and training. So linking relation, okay, why it is important to link the HR strategy with the organization strategy? Because it is always profitable. Then the second, in terms of obstruction, I can explain you out. Obstructions means the high turnover, excessive absenteeism, low productivity, and the overall employee dissatisfaction can disrupt the business operations. These are the obstructions. We can disrupt the business operations, and these obstructions not only raise the operating cost like a hiring cost. If the employees are leaving they quickly to the company, if the employee turnover is higher, so what is happening? It is increasing the operating cost of the hiring, retraining to the employees, finding the replacement. So it is not only these obstructions are not only raising the operating cost, but they are derailing the organizational strategy as well. And in this situation, the HR falls as an employee problem solver. Through the exit interviews, HR derive reasons of leaving the company, and then the corrective actions are taken. HR might make line managers more responsible for keeping the staff on board and control the rate of attrition and improve the rate of retention. HR can introduce the various incentive schemes, reward and recognition systems, the various bonuses like a performance bonus, joining bonus, loyalty bonus, getting it out. And through these schemes, they can attract and retain the employees and bring the organization strategy on track. So this is the second relationship. Just to address these obstructions, HR plays the crucial role into the company. Third is buy-in. What do we mean by? Because it is said that organizational strategy has a better chance of succeeding when employee understand their plan and buy into their plan. Here, HR works as a listener between the management and staff. In the company, the HR is working. The basic job of the HR is the coordination between the management and the employees actually. So they're working as a listener. HR can influence the employees' attitude and behavior towards the company and get their support for achieving a strategic plan. So HR strategy thus focused on developing employees' loyalty and making them engaged into the company to make the organizational strategy successful. So this is the third and the last reason, last pick I'll be covering into this is a workplace mandate. Why it is important to link the organizational strategy with the HR strategy is the workplace mandate. So when HR strategy is linked to the organizational strategy, companies have benefit of HR's expertise on workplace regulations and the employment law. When your organization strategy conflict with workplace mandate, then your business could be sued or fined. And that is why here HR helps in keeping the organization in compliance with health, safety, and welfare provisions, with the anti-discrimination law, other state and federal workplace requirements. So it helps in workplace mandate to be looked after. So these are the final relationship with the why the organizational strategy needs to be linked with the HR strategy. Getting it out? Anything you need to ask to here? Otherwise, I'll be finishing because I'm becoming very late and the other students are coming out.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Just for a minute, please show that starting slide, first, second, third slide, because we had missed this starting of the session. Just for a minute.
Achha, because the second session is okay. I'll be able to
Yeah,
show
I
you.
understand, ma'am. Just
No,
show
no,
it.
no, okay. Okay, I'll be doing that. No problem. No problem.
I will take this screenshot.
So this is the major component. You can see it out of the strategic planning, mission, vision, goal,
Okay.
objective, initiative, measures and targets. Okay. This is the level of a strategy. At the 3 level, the organization strategy is formulated at the corporate level, business level, and the functional level.
You just show it, ma'am. We will take it the reference from book or some other sources. You just show the slides.
Okay. So key features of the strategy, 4 key features of the any organization strategy: realistic, measurable, specific, time bound. Okay. Why organization strategy is needed? This is the second slide, and this is the first slide. What is organizational strategy? Okay, this is the roadmap from the vision to goal, goal to plans, plan to action, and action to success. The organizational strategy is the game plan of the top management to succeed in business. So I have done with the today's topic. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience because of the net actually. Okay.
No issue, ma'am. Thank you.
Should I wind up? Everyone, please, Wing Commander Wama, over to you.
You can change the host back to us. Thank you very much for including the class. I think next students are waiting for the next session.
With the host. Okay.
Not yet. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wing Commander Wama. Okay, over to you now.
Right. I think to all the students of the first session, second session we will start at 12:30.
Okay.
Right. You have your break, tea and water, and then we will meet at 12:30 in second session with the second ID. Thank you.
Right.
And good day.
Thank you, Seema ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome, dear. Thank you for bearing me out.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.